Hello and welcome to Blue Girls Video Podcast. So I will be discussing dreams of July, August, and September, if I can get September in, of 2015. So I've been documenting my dreams since 2010 in one form or another. So the first one is titled July of 2015, Skinny White Woman. No words, just images. There are two skinny white women. One may be at the other's place. A young woman is sitting down at a desk, 7 years of schooling and no bachelor's degree. Then there's a photo of some ceremony. Second to the left looks like the famous rap singer. Okay, so whenever I have dreams about two skinny white women, they're from New York. But they're not living in New York, so this might be the Pacific Northwest that this is taking place as far as a dream. And it is true, I have had 7 years of schooling and no bachelor's degree. I did get an AA degree. I went quarter time. Asian girl. An Asian girl is living in an all-girls dormitory, possibly in a foreign country. One girl is hanging out with her, and later she travels further out near farmland. Censored, necromancing. Okay. 1900s. A woman is walking late at night by an old apartment complex building in the era of the 1900s, early 1900s. There are several people walking around, including an African-American man with dreadlocks. She is unstable and not making eye contact with anyone. Two people are sitting at their desks. One white guy is writing, and a young woman with long black hair is smiling. Okay, so buttons and strongman. A woman gets inside an elevator. There are only buttons 7 through 9. So sometimes when that happens, of course, it means, the 7th month, 8th month, 9th month, or it could be the day. Okay, so strong man is the next one. Clear. This dream was clear. A physically strong man with light brown hair and buzzed haircut is lying down on his bed. Someone has never been to Chicago and is staying there for the weekend. A man is intoxicated when he leaves a message on the answer machine. He doesn't remember what he said. Okay, so this guy, I vaguely remember him. He was like really buff. And, I have a feeling, or I thought that he was probably in the Army just because, he was really buff, had the buzz haircut. So, I don't remember about the answer machine or any of that. Keys and boxes. Keys, I don't know why God tells me these stupid things. A man sets his keys on his boat. July 5th, boxes, clear drain, boxes stored in this one room. Okay, so, this guy, so I'm saying I don't know why. Some of these dreams are like, why do I have a dream? Why am I having this dream? It's so stupid. All I saw was some guy put his keys, on the side of the boat, way in the back or whatever. It wasn't a huge boat, but so that was a dream. And the boxes, I don't remember. I've had dreams of people storing boxes in a room at someone's place before. So, crabby girl. A girl is staying at a house. There are 3 white, large kitchen bags containing clothes. Okay. Debt. A guy is around his sister. He was waiting for something to occur in about a day. The sister mentioned how she cannot release her student loans. Another woman says, can you imagine what they will do to her? And mentions Minneapolis and Seattle. Okay, so, so of course, with the student loans, it's 2022. And I know they're kind of fighting for people to get their loans released, but and the dream is 2015. So, and I've mentioned this before in my podcast at the time, the only way that I know of to get the student loans released is if you're terminally ill. And I think like within 5 years or whatever you're going to pass away, and you have to get a doctor's note. So that's the only way I know of today. And so the cities are the places where I went to college in real life. Clothes and couch. Clothes, okay, there is a woman standing at a table sorting through clothes. Okay, couch, someone was tossing over a couch. 58, 2 guys that I have never seen before, one with brown hair, both sitting down. 2 a.m. I was sleeping and I woke around 2 a.m. screaming out loud, "What the F-U-C-K?" I felt like something crashed into the wall by where I was sleeping. Then I turned on the lights looking for a mouse. Excerpt from May 2013 titled Restraint. What the F-U-C-K? The girl was at this place, small. My body can't move, restrained. There is a bug crawling up my shirt, zigzag. Something about getting a pet. Next day in real life, I got sick. I have been feeling sick with gastrointestinal problems the last couple of weeks. Okay, so I have mentioned in these videos regarding healing that I went to, and I remembered a past life. Alleged past life, but I think it occurred. I was a man, and I was in prison for what I do not know, but I died there, and so it was just like I wasn't on a bed or anything. I was just on the cement, and it was a dungeon-like. And I do believe I have had a past life in Italy, either Rome or Athens, and some other ones too. I didn't say that in the healing, but that's what I felt. I felt it was Rome. And so from what I remember, I mean, this is like a long time ago in my 20s, like the 90s, probably my mid 90s that I had this session. And so from what I remember was the person who was doing the healing was saying something like, well, something about stealing or something. And my mind blew up. It was blank. Like, I don't know why I was there. So it might have been a false allegation. I'm not sure. So from what I remember, I wasn't supposed to be there. They were supposed to come back there to get me. They left me there and I died. That might have been. So it could have been, I wasn't supposed to be in there. So either way, my mind blew a blank. So I don't know why I was there. But I do remember that my body couldn't physically move. Like I couldn't move. Like I was lying down, and then I said rigor mortis, because rigor mortis was setting in, and it was and black. So maybe I wasn't a nice guy. I don't know. And then I also remember this one guy. It was like a Roman or whatever. And so there were stairs. Like I remember looking at the stairs, and I called this guy the Giant, and I called him the Jolly Green Giant. That's what I remember him as. And the last residency, a word came to mind about someone that I met, Giant, right? But she wasn't like 7 feet tall. But anyway, a Jolly Good Green Giant. He had long legs. And so I remember seeing his legs like through a window going up the stairs. So anyway, 2 a.m., it could be, like the second month, I do not know. So it says bug crawling up. I don't know. Maybe it was some kind of quarantine thing in the dream. I don't know. So anyway, that is from what I remember about the past life. And hut. There is a laptop with a virtual map on screen. There is a hut, and when it is opened, a bed inside. Okay, so now we are in August 2015, and the first one is curled hair. I woke to hearing someone turning a front door knob nearby. One girl is curling her hair, first the right side and then the left side. I can feel the hair being curled in the dream. M, she wants to know why so and so is involved in her situation. In a couple of days, when she leaves a message, she has pain in her voice. Okay. So I think that the girl looked like me. She just had, she was curling her hair like in the 80s, how they used to curl their hair back then. And, oh, that's right. And so, I'm keeping this one. Okay. Okay, so the next dream's pink. A woman is wearing a shirt with the color pink, and so is her service dog. Brown, a guy with light brown hair, is sitting at a desk by himself. Line, there was a line of men, and a guy went to the end. Hoop, a woman was dressed ethically and wearing hoop earrings. Teft or Taft, an overnight blonde woman is looking at a corner city on a map of Texas, closer to Florida. The woman loved Florida and lived there about 5 years ago. Okay, so the woman was probably me. And, yes, I did. I lived there. It's 10 years now at least. And, basically, I did love it, and I missed it for like 10 years, and then now I don't really miss it. But I missed it for a very long time. And, so anyway, last day, this one girl isn't happy and is planning to leave on the last day of the month. She will store items at her brother. She is having a discussion with a girl which she has an unspoken attraction. She hasn't had a friend in a long time. She used to love her job in New Mexico when she was 35 years old. Massachusetts, New York, and Pensacola. Okay, so the one girl, I think, I have a feeling it was me, and storing items at my brother's. And then, so I don't know, she is having an unspoken attraction. I don't remember that or who that was. I mean, it was just a dream. And I am straight. And, but, another woman can have an attraction to another woman and be straight. So, I don't know who the woman was or what was going on. So that's true. She hasn't had a friend in a long time. That's probably true, because usually when I go, I don't make, where I live, I don't usually make a lot of friends in general. So anyway, yes, I did work in New Mexico briefly, under a year, and I did love my job there. And I was under, there's a couple coordinators, but I was under one. And I just things didn't work out. I had some medical issues and some mental health issues going on. And they kind of just put me at the cashier. And it's a job where you kind of wear different hats and you move all over. And I hate cashiering. So anyway, so that's why I'm mentioning Massachusetts and New York and Pensacola, because maybe that is where I was thinking about moving or visiting. I'm not sure. So, boy and downhill. A lot of people are sleeping at a place, and a boy doesn't know if there is room for him. Someone is afraid of this little girl who is sitting at a table. Okay, so I'm not for sure what that was about, so I'm thinking that it must have been kind of like a flop house. I don't remember off the top of my head. And so the next one is downhill. A woman is walking down a hill in a residential area. The houses are light color, SF, San Francisco. There is some guy in a hotel room that a woman is trying to avoid. Okay, so, yeah, I don't know about that or whatever. So, yeah, it was San Francisco. I knew it was, of course, San Francisco has all these hills. It's very hilly there. Okay, so senior center. A young woman Young blonde-haired woman was sitting at a table with a cosmetic bag. A TV was mounted to the wall. An overweight middle-aged man is walking around in the hall. So I don't remember this. And okay, so two women were both sleeping in a twin bed. The woman woke up from a dream saying, "Get away from me." Then she turned her cell phone on. The woman is sitting towards a window and doesn't want to see something. I didn't mean to lie. Below a square statement. Okay, so this, yeah, I have woken up whatever several times or whatever, sometimes in dreams from nightmares, saying, get away from me or whatever from a nightmare. And sometimes, because I have PTSD, sometimes I wake up and I think somebody's in the room, or I sense somebody's in the room. And I've mentioned this before, I think, that, and then sometimes a couple days later, pest control comes in or some other whatever. So sometimes there is some legitimacy towards it. Sometimes there isn't. That's just how it is. And so the next one, okay, whatever. So whatever I'm saying, I think this is like the first time that I have read. I didn't mean to lie. I don't usually lie. I kind of screw up. Sometimes I have like memory issues. And so that's kind of the truth of a story. Wooden table. A man is sitting at his wooden kitchen table with high legs. His place can be a little noisy with cars driving by his house. He has a positive attitude and brown hair and eyes. Mere Woods. A woman was sitting by herself in a cafeteria. Someone said something rude to her and left. The woman was surprised. You have been to Boston? It's probably somewhere else. A couple is at Muir Woods taking pictures with their cell phone. Now, I did go to Muir Woods. I don't know if this is before or after the dream, but it could have been around that time because of the date, 2015. And so, yeah, I remember some woman saying, "You've been to Boston." And this is 2015. And I had not been to Boston, but like years later, somebody mentioned to me that on the bus. But yeah, I went to Boston, I don't know, it was like maybe 2019, 2018, something like that. I finally made it there. Okay, so this is September 2015 dreams. Phone and piece of paper. Phone. There is an answer machine at a desk in kitchen or office. A woman and businessman are around in the dream. California, Wenatchee. Wenatchee's in Washington. Okay, so then a piece of paper. A woman is carrying around a piece of paper that hasn't been filled out. And then the next one is heavy and full of herself. A woman works in an area with a round, heavy medical item. A woman and man put their children on a bus, and there is an office door with specific hours written on the door. One line is in a foreign language, possibly French. So I remember going up to the door. It was kind of like and seeing something written on the door. Full of herself. This one young woman is full of herself, and people around her are mean and rude. She was going to go somewhere in a day or two, but decided the 7th she would be taking a shuttle late at night. 5. A bunch of guys are around, including an African-American guy. A woman told someone about her birthday at cutoff. A woman questioned why she received a call from someone she hasn't talked in a long time. Okay. Pennies and Z. This woman was talking to this other woman about her dad. She then flipped pennies from her upper arm to catch in her hand. So this is something that I used to do when I was a teenager, and it's not a penny, it's a dime. I had up to 20 pennies And I would put them like right here and then catch it. See? Come on. There. Woohoo! Right? Well, so that's what that was about. Okay, so the next one is dream is Z. A shuttle bus is driving through the grass, Z-shaped. No roads. 280 area code. Talking of getting a therapist. The field. A woman is wanting water and someone is trying to destroy. She is close to her tall, chin-high weeds. A woman who looks like a high school friend is in her car. There is talk about staying for 2 nights and then leaving. So, a high school friend, I try to put in here the initials, or not the initials, but at least the first name. And so sometimes I put it, sometimes I don't. I have accidentally said the person's name sometimes, but anyway. So the last dream for September is journal. This ethnic skinny woman is looking through her journal. One page has etchings and writing. She comes to an empty page. It's New York, a bald-headed man, and woman says a foreign country. Okay, so that's it. July, August, September 2015 dreams. If you have listened this long, God bless you. So, thank you for watching.